everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and today's motovlog, what I'd like to talk about is motorcycle related as usual. And that topic is, I'd like to know what's everybody's thoughts and opinions on what would be their dream bike if they won in their garage. What would that bike be? You know, what genre, what make, what model, and maybe how many. And I'll share my thoughts, what would be my dream garage for me today with you. I am fortunate enough that I'm actually riding one of my dream bikes. This is a 2016 Yamaha FJR 1300, the electronic suspension model, and I've owned this bike now for over 3 years, and it has been a fantastic motorcycle for me. It's done all what I love to do, which is like this, riding back roads, seeing all the pretty countryside of eastern Tennessee, close to Bristol, Tennessee, actually, so it's way far in East Tennessee. You know, I put 200-mile days and over on this bike of all riding a lot of back roads, some 4-lane highways just to kind of connect the two-road fun roads like the one I'm on. But, you know, the bike's been great. Never had any problems out of it other than a recall by Yamaha, which was fixed by a local dealer that I actually purchased my KLR 650 that I just sold, thanks car, a few months ago. That is a Mountain Motorsports in Greenville, Tennessee. Fantastic people if you're over in around the Knoxville kind of area, within an hour or two away to go. Very, very good service department and very friendly and good people. They have done the steering head bearings on this bike actually, and bike's been flawless ever since. But one of my kind of other dream bikes I would like to have, if we're not, you know, if you're saying dream, that means, you know, money is it, you know, is no object, so to speak, or, you know, you could save up for that bike for a long time and then finally buy it. But however the case may be, one of my dream bikes would be a Trot, either a Bonneville or a Speed Twin. I do like the looks of the Speed Twin, but I like the classic looks of the Bonneville. But the Speed Twin kind of has, you know, has that retro styling, you know, kind of about it, without being too modern, if that's what you want to call it. I think both. I don't think each bike, the T120 and the Speed Twin, I think they share the same motor, but I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. But those bikes, you know, they're just a classic design that will always be pretty to me. And actually, one of the other bikes I think I would like to have, you know, if we're talking dream bikes and having, you know, more than two, I would say would be probably a, believe it or not, I'm not sure which one I would get. Probably just like the Roadster version, the kind of naked bike. I would, you know, even though it's not a very expensive bike, I would love to have an MT-07 actually, or FC-07, either one. They're just a fun, you know, back road bike, what I'd love to do. And whether it's the MT or the FC-07 or even the new one, they're all the same bike. There's just a few styling changes between them. You know, the dash on one is a little different than the other. The headlights a little different on one versus the other if you're talking about the 22 models. But, you know, they are fantastic little bikes. Don't make a ton of power, but they make enough to be fun and not boring. And, you know, you still get them ABS, so they're still relatively safe, even though they don't have traction control or wheelie control like those bikes are prone to. But for me, the wheelie control wouldn't be a thing because I don't really ride like that anyway. I'm more of a kind of, you know, cruising rider, so to speak, even though I'm, you know, ride FJR. But the FJR, I didn't really want it for the speed of the bike. I wanted it for the comfort and the reliability and just ease of maintenance. Despite this bike having side fairings and being a 1300, they're actually pretty easy to work on, and they don't hardly ever break. I actually, just from a YouTube video and taking my time in the garage, actually did a throttle body sync with a throttle body tool on this particular bike I'm riding, and it actually wasn't too bad. The hardest part about it, I hope this ginormous dog doesn't go running towards me. Oh, thank you. Whew, that's always a little scary when you see a big dog like that, if they're on a leash, especially with just a person, you know, walking them, so to speak. But you know, these bikes are easy to work on. They're easy to maintain. They hardly ever, like I said, they hardly ever break. They're just a simple design that's, you know, been made for several years and is, you know, proven itself to be true and reliable and just bulletproof. And I actually think I would like to have probably the naked bike, maybe, or maybe the RS model of either the RS 1200 or 1250 BMW, or just the R model, the stripped down one. You know, I do like that sport touring category a lot, and I think one of those, or even a BMW 1200 GS for, you know, basically all road touring, especially if you had one that just was your touring bike and you didn't necessarily ride it every day, and you didn't really plan on to do very little to no off-roading riding on it at all. And, you know, may have, you know, a few other choices, but there are so many good bikes out there these days. There's, especially, you know, after, say, 2015 and up, you don't really get a bad motorcycle anymore. Everybody's bikes are made with quality and dependability and really hold up. And our motorcycles, you know, it's a good time to be a motorcyclist, to have so many good choices. So I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions and comments. Leave them down below. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the bell if you've not already done so, as I upload once a week on Tuesday. So on that, guys, ride safe and have fun. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.